They can think of prayer and dependence on God and to be humble before Him. I like to, sometimes I think we think like surrender, worship, trust, and respect for God because of who God is. The text that I want to share with you today is from Ezekiel 29, and that's one book in the Bible. We don't really do a lot of preaching from there, but the study of it is actually fantastic, and you can break it into a couple parts. The judgment on Israel. They go into captivity in Ezekiel's time. He's a prophet of the captivity, as Jeremiah was, and Daniel. Daniel lived there. Ezekiel was taken captive by the Babylonians in the second deportation, and Daniel was taken in the first one. We have this text in 29, actually a number of chapters there, 30, 31, also 32, how Egypt was a world power and God brought them down. And it'd be hard to believe that would happen, but He did do that. And He says why. And it was pride. And in a similar way, you see Obadiah taken down in pride. That's about the nation of Edom. Edom was taken down. Nahum, the Assyrians, they were taken down, and Egypt. And I just like the language. It's I'm actually looking at the Message Bible, very free translation, as you know, but you get the idea. In the 10th year, in the 10th month, on the 12th day, God's message came to me. Son of man, confront Pharaoh, king of Egypt, preach against him and all the Egyptians. Tell him, God, the Master, says, watch yourself, Pharaoh, king of Egypt. I'm dead set against you. You lumbering old dragon, lolling, and flaccid in the Nile, saying, it's my Nile, I made it, it's mine. All right, you can think of life. We can think of, you have an asset, a natural asset is the Nile River, and you can say, this is mine, and even I made it. It's mine. This river is really the civilization of the Egyptians, which lasted for hundreds of years. A strong economy, very powerful nation, and becoming in the idea, this is mine, I made it. And then he said, I'll set hooks in your jaw. I'll make the fish in the Nile stick to your scales. I'll pull you out of the Nile with all the fish stuck to your scales. I'll drag you out into the desert, you and all the Nile fish sticking to your scales. You'll lie there in the open, rotting in the sun, meat to the wild animals and carrion birds. Everybody living in Egypt will realize that I am God. Why do I share this? I don't know, except for the language, the interesting story of it, the reality of God humbling us. And may we, as a nation in the United States of America, be humble people. May we reckon on our blessings with humility. May we turn to God as a nation. I'm afraid we can have a revival and the pendulum swings and swings back. It happened in the revival of Josiah. It happens in every revival. There's this pendulum swing toward God and then back to ourselves. Swinging toward God and then back to ourselves. And when we go back to ourselves, we kind of feel this is because of me. I have what I have because I did it. I have what I have. We own it. We did it. This is ours. Versus, no. If we have anything, we have it by His grace. If we have anything, we have it because it's for a period of time, for His glory, and He expresses His greatness in it, and we appreciate it, and we share in that glory, but we don't take it upon ourselves. Egypt did, and Egypt, God said, I'm going to deal with you. Actually, there's another chapter about Egypt is